never seen my face. Hello, it's nice to meet you. So today I'm talking about a very important, also very sucky topic. How to manage dance in school. I danced an average of 30 to 40 hours per week, and I also maintained straight A's. So yeah, it was a lot. There was definitely science behind it. Took a lot of tricks. And these tricks can apply for any sport. It does not have to just be dance. I want to share with you guys how I managed all that and my tips and tricks to being able to do so. So without further ado, let's jump right on into this. Now before I even get into any of the tips and tricks, I want to share a little bit about how I actually grew up my education and stuff. So I have always been in and out of online school and traditional school. I always tried to go to traditional school, but sometimes it was just too much. Like I'd be absent for 3 months and I'm like, okay, this isn't gonna work. So I'd have to transfer to online school. But I went to normal school 5th, 6th, 7th grade and also 9th grade. So definitely learned how to deal with the in-person school and being absent so much and dancing so much. But it also took science to manage being super busy while doing online school. So these tips and tricks will apply to both online and in-person school, some more than the other, but either way, now let's actually get into the tips. Tip number 1, and definitely the most important one for actually being in in-person school. Prior to me ever committing to a school, me saying, yes, I'm going to this school this fall, I would meet with either the principal of the school, the head of the school, whoever it was, and I would tell them my situation. Luckily, my mom was very helpful in this realm of things, but either way, I would always meet with the principal or the head of school and tell them my situation. I was always super blunt with them. I was super straightforward. I would just tell them my situation. I'd say, okay, I'm really interested in your school. I'd love to attend here, but I'm in a rare situation. I'm a dancer. I take it as my full-time career. I dance an average of 30 to 40 hours per week. I'm absent almost every week, and I also want to get the best possible education while maintaining my good grades. They're usually like, whoa, okay, this is going to be a big thing to deal with. And there were always those schools that were like, okay, no, I'm sorry, we can't deal with this. We cannot let you miss more than 18 days before we report you to the state, blah, blah, blah. And then there were those rare schools that actually made it work, and they were like, okay, I understand your situation, and I want to make it work for you. We can do this. And they'd let my schedule be more flexible. They'd let me miss more days than typically allowed by the state and such. So it may be super hard to actually find those schools, but there always are one of those schools that will allow it. So I highly suggest meeting with the schools prior to actually committing to the schools. And like I said, it may take a lot of different schools going to, but you will always find that one that makes it work. Now for tip number 2, and it kind of falls under the same realm as the last one, I would always talk to my teachers at the beginning of the school year and share with them my situation. I would do this both for in-person teachers as well as online school teachers. Again, I would just tell them my situation. I tell them how much I'm dancing, that I'm going to be absent and such, and then I also take my grades very seriously. And then after telling the teachers that, the teachers usually would respect me more because they understand my situation and they understand that I want to get good grades and that I'm really a truly good student. But I'm just going to have to miss a lot of days because of dance. Then they're not thinking like, why doesn't Tessa show up for 2 weeks? More they're like, okay, Tessa has a job, she's not going to be there. So they more respect the situation, which is very important. And also is the best when I get the cool teachers, you know, the ones that would really work for you. Of course, there's those ones that are not gonna budge. So yes, for tip number 2, I'd always speak to the teachers. I'd always tell them my situation. Now for tip number 3, and please listen very closely on this one, because if you don't, you may take it the wrong way. Do the bare minimum amount of work. Yes, let me explain this. You know when a teacher tells you, they're like, you need to write a 3-page essay. 3 pages. That's all. They give you the rubric, they tell you this is what needs to be included in the paper. Just do the 3 papers. Do not be that kid that's like, oh, I made my 3-page essay 7 pages because I just did so much research and I'm an overachiever and all that stuff. Majority of the time, the teachers probably don't even want to read the extra 4 pages. But also you spend more than double the amount of time actually writing the essay. So instead, just do the bare minimum and do the bare minimum extremely well. So you just get the good grades. So like I said, guys, definitely listen closely. Do not be such an overachiever that you're actually harming yourself. Trick number 4, I always used every second of free time I had during the day to try to just get my homework done with. So if I was in class and I had spare time, I'd do my homework. If I was at lunch and I had spare time, I'd do my homework. If I was in the car, I'd do my homework. If I was stretching, I'd do my homework. You get it. My goal was always to try to get my homework done during the day prior to ending dance. So then when I was actually done with dance at like 8:30, 9:30 at night, I wouldn't have to do homework, because if you have to do all your homework after dance and you get home at 10 o'clock at night, you're probably not going to go to bed until like 3 a.m. and that sucks. So I'd always try to use every second of free time I had during the day to try to get all my homework done prior to dance being finished at night, so I didn't have to worry about it then. That's the biggest trick for what maintained like my sanity and my overall, just literally my health. Now for the fifth trick, the last trick. This one kind of sucks, but it's the reality of the situation. Remember what is most important, and remember that your time is extremely valuable. So if you have a huge assignment that you know you need to do on Tuesday night, and you also know on Tuesday you are going to have 2 subs at dance, and you're also going to have 2 pointless classes where you know you're not really going to be doing that much, don't go to the classes. Instead, go home and get that assignment over with. It's not worth wasting your time at dance just to get home, having to do your assignments, becoming tired, and then the next day when you actually have important classes at dance, you're too exhausted to really exert your fullest potential. So just be smart with it. And yeah, guys, those are my 5 tips. Talk to the school prior to attending. Talk to the teachers the first week of school. Be smart, do what is required, and do what is required best. Use every ounce of free time during the day to get that homework over with. And tip number 5, remember what is most important, and remember that your time is very valuable. And yeah, guys, that is it. I hope that these tricks help you guys out no matter what sport you are part of. And comment down below what sport you're part of. I want to know. And yeah, guys, I love you, and I will see you soon. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Yeah.